everyone, and welcome back to another episode. But today is not a normal episode. Today is the community challenge announcement. Uh, this is just going to be an intro video, just talking a little bit about the community challenge that I'm a part of in the Hall of FM Discord. If you guys know, this is the Discord I run with some other amazing content creators. You guys can join that in the description below and take part in the challenge. But I want to do a little video talking about the challenge, just saying, hey, here, this is what's going on. This is what you guys can do, how you can be a part of it. And that we will have a video summarizing all of this, as well as a tactic test, seeing the tactic I used throughout the whole series, coming out in later around Christmas and Boxing Day. As you can tell by the Santa hat, the challenge is thankfully named Santa Survival. So hope you guys are excited to see what it is. We're going to talk about it a little bit, and you guys are going to get a better understanding of what this is, how you can take part, and all those fun things like so. So, as you guys can see on the screen here, this is our community challenge, Santa Survival. Now, this can be found in our Hall of FM Discord under the FM Community Challenge area, which if you guys join, you guys can scroll down to that on the left. It will be down there. You guys can sign up and take part in this. But just want to quickly go through it. You guys can see and understand what a little bit it is like and what's it about before I give you a little intro into the team and all that stuff like that. And then you get to bide your fingers and wait until we get to the actual save, which won't be out for a while. I mean, it won't happen for a bit. You guys are gonna have to wait till Boxing Day for that to come out. But just something I wanted to show and talk about and get you guys excited for, and have you guys compete as well, as it's supposed to be a fun December save. But so as you guys can see, it's a 2-season one. You have really 1.5 seasons. So the flights have been booked and we're off to Italy. We had a community vote and Italy was our chosen league for this save. So it's up to you to save Udinese from relegation. Now, the way this worked was we simmed every top 5 league to December 21st of Christmas Day. And then the bottom teams were all chosen and everyone voted for blindly what the league we would do it in is, and everyone selected Italy. England had 6 votes, France had 1, Spain had 1, Italy had 11, and Germany had 5. So Italy really came out the massive winners in that one. But as you see, so you have to save from relegation. So the way this works is that the points are awarded for the winner. So at the end of the season, plus 1, 2, your points are combined for that. Everyone starts off with the same points. If you qualify for Europe, next season you get 3 extra points. Each round in the cup you get an extra 2, and if you win any trophy you get 5 extra points. Now, if people are in the same points, we'll look into league positions and separate them by that. Obviously no saves coming, guys, it's not right. But the link to the file is here. You guys, I'll also have the link in the video description as well if you guys want to take part of it, as well as these rules will just be the description of the video so you guys can get an understanding of what it's like. On top of that, we'd love for you guys to come and post in this thing, share your goals, everything, etc. We'd love to see it. Feel free to talk about it in the comments, anything like that as well. I'd love to see you guys interacting. Obviously, this is the table. Currently, this is what you have to deal with. In it, you are down there on 7 points. It's really, really rough. It's not great. So you have to get out and get up there. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not going to be an easy one. But that's what it is. This is pretty much the challenge. You guys see our lovely thumbnail and our lovely little thing we have here. But that's the challenge. I hope you guys are excited for it. I know I'm really going to enjoy doing it. It's going to be a lot of fun. But there you go, Santa Survival Community Challenge. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I'm just going to talk a little about the team, show you what I'm going to do for it. Yeah, that's just my setup, and then you guys won't see anything until later on. So everyone, we are now doing a little bit. I'm just going to show you around the team, what we have here and all that stuff like that. And you get a little glimpse of my tactic. You get a little glimpse of it, the one that is coming out early. But this is pretty much the league so far. This is nothing's happened besides I just went a few days to the first game just so I could get some stuff set up and settled and stuff. But you will pretty much take over on the 25th, which is 2 days ago. I've just gone 2 days forward. So you guys will take over on the 25th here. I've gone 2 days. I haven't played the game yet. And that. So that's kind of how it is. Now, this is in essence your setup. You are stuck 17th place. You've won 1 game, which, oops, not scouting, schedule, which is good because you've finally won a game here. You went decently far in the cup, but otherwise, besides a few rare draws here and here, weirdly enough, picking up some draws against some decent sides and not losing by vast margins to others, but it just doesn't. It's not been good for this team. But finally, they did have some shining light with a 3-1 win over Fiorentina before losing to Empoli. But now you take over with what is a decently good run of fixtures. I mean, you have two tough ones here, but besides that, Sassuolo, Monza, Cagliari, Bologna are in a good spot. Then you have a tough run again before you really finish the season off with a pretty nice run of fixtures here. I mean, this run here is really where you're probably going to do a lot of your damage. This chunk here is not going to be fun. But that said, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. This team is really, really woeful. If we do look a little bit, come on, there we go. At some of the stats, we can see in terms of conceded, 27 goals from 17 games. Really, really leaky defense. If you look at the goals scored, 19th, only 12 goals from 17 games. Really, really bad. In possession, we look the worst. You only average 39% of the ball a game. They barely can do anything with the ball on top of that. Fewest shots allowed. They actually have done decent in terms of shots allowed. But shots for, they're not great at taking shots. They don't take many themselves. Pass completion rate, they're actually decent. They can pass the ball decently well, but it's not good. I don't even know if they've had a shutout. They've had one shutout in 17 games. So the defense is a massive issue for you. So you're really going to have to do a lot with the defense and make a big difference there. We look at some team detailed stuff. We talked about goals, but they've underperformed by 9.27 in terms of their XG. How poor is that? Your team can't score. They struggle so heavily to score goals, and really it causes lots of issues. So it's not good. I mean, expected goals for, they're decently in the middle, but they just cannot seem to do anything. Not expected to be not as good, but you can see they don't win many penalties either, so there's not much you can get help there for. Shots on target, so low in terms of shots on target. Even ratio, worst shot on target ratio, conversion rate, even so low. So as you can see, there's really, really struggling in terms of the attack. But the defense, I mean, how poor is that? 27? And you should only have conceded 21. So it's really, really concerning. You've not conceded too many from set pieces, so that's okay. Can't keep shutouts. You don't foul too much. Not okay at winning tackles, but I mean, possession one, you win the ball back the least amount of any team. You're so passive in defense. I mean, you can kind of see here the issues. They barely win the ball back. Like, it's a lot of just kind of standing there like statues, hoping that the team doesn't score against you. I mean, conceding the second most passes against. I mean, there's no pressure on the ball. It's horrible. It is horrendous. So, not very good in the air. So, as you can see, it's really rough. Like, this team is not in good standing. Now, that does mean you have a lot of improvement to do, and it shouldn't be hard to win players over and get massive improvements from doing things. But it's going to be a tough challenge for you. If you look at the squad itself is pretty rough. You do have Brenner, who is unregistered at the moment, but he was injured, so he's returning from injury now, so he'll be able to join up with you and be a force. But in terms of your key players, you have one guy who is the key of all, Lazar Samardzic. He is the king. He is the one that you are going to want to use as your star player. He's exceptional. He's unreal. He's amazing. You have Bijol as well, who's very good. I think is a great center back. He can do a lot of good for you. On top of that, you have Deulofeu. Now, Deulofeu's contract is expiring, so you do have to worry about that. But he's a good player that I think you can get a lot out of. Now, he's injured. On top of that, you have Lorenzo Luca as well, who I believe there's a buy option on his deal as well. Yes, you have an optional future fee of $8 million. So if you can get a good return out of him, he's got 5 goals already, but if you can get a good return out of him, there's a chance that you can turn him into a good player for $8 million, especially since I think he can definitely be worth $8 million if you do pretty well with him. On top of that, you've Wallace as well, a good ball-winning midfielder, and then Lovrich, another good center midfielder. So you really are lending yourself to a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 with this system. Your next kind of best player is going to be Perez. who is another good center back. So from looks of it, you have a really, really good central spine, I'd say. Your center of your team looks good. You have a strong center, but the issues are going to be when it comes to out wide. I don't think you have a lot of key wide players. Now, you have Tovan as well, but there's not a lot there. And, I mean, Tovan's good, but he's getting up there in age. He's not as fast as he used to be. So, I mean, he's another key player, in my opinion. But besides that, there's not too many. I think Brenner can be good. Pereira can be key, but they're just not that. And the other issue is Isaac Success is a horrible striker. This man is terrible. Like, he is absolutely awful. I bet you if we look, yeah, he can barely score. He's terrible XG. He started 16 games. I mean, the man is awful. So, take what you will, but he's not good enough to be a part of this side for you. So, do what you will with the team. There's a lot that's going to go into it, a lot of work that has to be done. But hope you guys are at least excited to take this on. I know I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, no, it's going to be a good one. I think there's a lot of it's going to be difficult, but it's going to be fun to see the different ways people go and the way they change the team arounds and adjust them all when it comes to next season, as well as how they finish out this season. Do you go one tactic here and then change when you come to the next year? So it's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of interesting stuff. So I'm excited to see how that goes for everyone. But yeah, that's kind of it for right now. That's kind of the little quick look at the team. I don't know if I want to show you. I'll show you the tactic quickly. This is the tactic that we're going to run. It's a target forward system focusing on using Luka. This is what we're doing, what we're running with this team. You can see that Isaac Success is in goal for some reason. I don't know why that is, but as you can see, strong core using the wide areas to help us get those crosses in. So obviously they're not happy to get to the get, but we'll see how it goes, see what happens. But yeah, that is in essence what I would say how I'm going to go about this and what I'm going to look at. I know for me, goalkeepers and right wing or right mid, are my two big ones that I want to look at. On top of that, striker is my third choice, but I think Brenner and Deulofeu are good enough options. So we'll see how it all goes. I'm interested to see what happens and how it's all going to work out. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. Now, if you do want to catch up more about this, there will be a playlist that is created. But none of the remaining episodes will come out really until the 25th and 26th of December. This recap will come out on the 25th, and the tactic test will come out on the 26th. So you guys can wait until that for those two there. But I hope you guys are ready for it and excited. Feel free to join up on the Discord. The link will be in the description below where you can join and take part in the challenge yourself. But I hope you guys are excited. I know it's going to be a lot of fun. I think a ton of people are really going to be into it. We've already had around 20 something downloads within our community, which is fantastic. So I hope that number jumps up when you guys see this and you all get on it. So once again, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll be sure to catch you guys in the next one.